Hello folks, Vancouver Island hippie chick here, Willow, and Vancouver Island hippie dude, Paul, and we're going to Langford. We've got a business appointment at 1 o'clock. What else are we going to do? We're going to the dollar store. I'll take you around there. That dollar store is a little bit different, and it's in the exact spot that our youngest son, Antonio, used to work at the theater when he was a student. He always had part-time jobs. He's a good worker. Always have great work ethics. So he worked a lot, through even elementary school, paper routes, and theater was his nicest job, wouldn't you say?
I think movie theater is a good place to work.
Yeah, he loved it. It's really good. That is a really good thrift store right there. A lot of vintagey pieces, like dishes. I'm always seeking out dishes, y'all. I just have a thing for it. I do. And I love looking for them. And even if I'm not buying them, I'm going to look for them just to see and just keep my eye sharpened. My talent is skill for the hunt. Because, this cat likes to prowl. Hey, look. RV park. I wonder how much they are a month.
Not cheap.
No, I wouldn't imagine. And they're hooked up to sewer, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks like a nice little community down there. Sort of the tiny house movement, which is kind of cute, Our fifth wheel is up in Brentwood Bay. And if you're on my Facebook page, just go through my feed and you'll find it. You'll find the video there. You can see a little bit of dust of snow here. Not much, obviously. But Langford, it gets colder here. And it gets warmer in the summer here. Just a little scant amount of dusting of icing sugar along the side. It looks pretty. An eyesore here. I just want to point that out. That bridge is ugly.
Rusted.
Yes. One would think they would take that down and rebuild. It should have rusted. It shouldn't have done it that way. I guess the supports are all okay. Maybe you could take that off and redo it. The roads are in good shape here. In the comments, if you could let me know if you've seen this area before, going toward Langford or Cobwood Corners. I've been here a couple of times. The lagoon is just on the left up here, past the pub. This is what, 4 Mile? 4 Mile pub? 6 Mile pub. So, we've been in there for lunch.
Never been.
I've been in there. Then it was my dad. I was with my father. Took me to another one too up here. Or no, it was back there maybe. Well, it was a long time ago.
The other one on Old Island Highway back there is 4 Mile. And the next one I think up here halfway to Souk is a 17 Mile.
Okay. Do you ever think of trading in a Jeep? Never. It's really good for island life. Like, it wouldn't be good if we had a farm or something like that. Bringing home chickens like my father. Oh my God, he had Oldsmobile, a Delta Royal, and had a car accident. Okay, that's not funny. My sister ended up getting a broken leg from that accident. But he had chickens in cages, and there was a goat in the back seat. Now, this is a true story. You cannot make up this garbage. Seriously. The man was a little bit deranged, but the officer's like, "Is that a goat I see in the back, sir?" He's like, "Well, yes, sir, it is. Came back from the auction." "Oh." The cop was like, "Say hi to John," whatever it was. John was the auctioneer. I told you about him. And Nan passed.
Here or there?
Up Island. The auction up Island, yeah. So.
I don't think it's there anymore.
Really?
Maple Tree Junction or whatever.
Yeah, there used to be paddocks where they would have the animals, and we'd get a good idea what we're looking for and go talk to the guy who did the auction for the animals, and come home sometimes with some silkies and what do they call the red hens? I don't know. They were just really pretty.
Guineas, there's silkies.
Silkies are so pretty, black and puffy white. They're so pretty. And I don't know. You guys want to know what I watch on TikTok? I watch goofy chickens dancing. I don't know what it is, but our kids got me on YouTube by, what is it, drunk monkeys, okay? So it was a big thing. They're around the computer, and I used to email, and that's about it. And they're around the computer, uploaded, YouTube, whatever, and they were watching drunk monkeys, just about falling over laughing. And they're like, Mom, you gotta see this, and dragged me in there. And well, then I was hooked. YouTube, I found so many things. And but yeah, TikTok, it's dancing chickens. I don't know why. Just funny. Because they're fluffy hair. Their hair looks like mops, like some women, like my hair when it's a real mess. I don't know, it's just funny. And they're like, hey Paul, check this out. Do you think it's funny that I watch those? Yeah. You go along with anything, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Silly boy. Now this is all Goldstream Avenue. This has always been here as long as I've been alive. If you follow it straight, you'll go to Souk, and then Shirley, where we go up to the cabin. And the road we came off is just created about 15 years ago, wasn't it? Maybe 20 years ago? The one we're just on?
Maybe.
Yeah. It was sort of to relieve the congestion at the Colwood Corners, because there's a lot of, people coming home from work and, stuff like that. So it would get very congested. A lot of work being done there. That's a golf course there. A lot of homeless but very creative people living in campers and making it their home. And they're warm and toasty, and they live along here. Why not? It's better than, the alternative, right? And there's a lot of that in Victoria. These folks here, though, they'll move on, and the police officers are pretty understanding. They get it, as long as there's no mess, no partying, and, there's a nursing home right here. That's actually the first one I ever worked at. There's my old doctor's office, Derek's. But I worked at the Priory for years. I gave last rites once there too. Yeah. But folks don't, when they're doing the tiny home movement, they've got their camper or whatever, they're just finding a location, parking for the night, and meet up sometimes with some of the other campers, and they all get along just fine. And there's a lot of folks that are doing that, that are communicating with one another and do YouTube videos, and they give a lot of tips on how to do it and how to survive. And I think it's wonderful that they do. A lot of kids, get money from their parents to, go to UVic, which is so expensive to live on campus. So they get an RV and they live in it. And I think it's really clever. Really is. Wait, something's wrong. Do you see that?
What's that?
Half the mountain's gone. The trees are gone.
Yep.
What's happening up there? That's Bear Mountain, right?
Yeah, they're blasting it away, taking all the stuff off.
Okay,
Building more.
So one side's called Bear Mountain on this side, and then the other side is called Mount Finlayson. Why? That's stupid. Why would they get rid of that? There's arbutus groves and streams up there. Can you guys see that right there? That's a mountain. That's a mountain. Up here, they charge a ton of money to live in Bear Mountain. I would not. I like the one that was close to Goldstream, which is Mount Finlayson. That was my mountain. Well, at least what I called it. Boy, these are really good for itching. Nice and strong. Good. She did a good job. Oh, 9 minutes. Sorry. I'll come back in another video.